All right. All right, sorry. I was reading something. Good evening. Dude, I passed out last night. I'm drinking coffee as we speak. Yeah, man, because like we got better at the autopsy game and shit. And like, oh, dude, and like after I fucking signed off last night, I was like, how come I didn't get any trophies from this fucking game? All the trophies are in the story mode, and I'm looking at some of the fucking trophies, and it's just like, oh fuck. Let me just pull it up real quick because there's apparently a lot of shit in this game that you can do, and I was unaware of that. So like, that's another one we got to go back and do once LA Noir and fucking Quiet Place is done and shit. Like, hold on, let me just pull it up real quick. No, I was playing House of the Dead before. All right, here we go. All right, so put first body in the fridge. So we kind of did that last night. Let's see. Examine at least 5 Alice related items, which we didn't fucking do that. Clean up Jack's apartment after a burglary. Fucking, we didn't do that shit. Open the bag with the headless body. Yeah, we didn't do that shit. Lower Jack's sanity irreversible. I don't know what the fuck that is. Find Alice's pump blood out of the abdominal cavity, but they're all for story mode. So like when we were just doing autopsy mode, we couldn't get any fucking trophies and shit. So yeah, but like so apparently there's other shit that we were missing. We were just doing plain autopsy mode, which was still fun. I had fun with it. So we finally got an A plus last night and shit. On the last one we did last night, we got a fucking A plus. Man, why does my incense keep going out? Shit. Story mode. Yeah, I thought it was just going to be okay. Here's our victim. They were murdered. Who did the murder? Maybe I thought that's what it was going to be, but no. Apparently, there's more shit to it. I thought I grabbed about as much as I did last week, but I did not. But if we go through it and there's still time left and everything, I do have another box prepared. So I went into my room upstairs and I grabbed a couple of special things to look at. So I think I got some cool shit to look at here. So I just gotta find my little. Where's my little stand at? Oh man, I gotta pick up down here. Fuck it. Where did I put my little stand at? Fuck. I mean, I didn't like using the gold one. Oh, okay. We can use the gold one, I guess. No stand, no live. I know, right? Shit. No, but we can use the gold. I didn't think the gold one was going to work that well. So. All right. If at least Jason and Death Punch show up, fucking we're in for a good night. Anybody else shows up will be a bonus. RC Zero Sugar. I buy this shit. I buy like 6 or 7 of these at a time now. Because you gotta understand, growing up, I used to when me and my mom lived together in Durham. She would go to work. She used to run a fucking department store, and I used to live within. I wouldn't say within walking distance. Like when I drove past it, like the last time I went and visited a kid, I drove past my old house in Durham because I wanted to see it and shit. And I drove from the house in Durham past the fucking Food Lion that I used to walk to. And I was like, fuck, I used to walk this distance as a kid? Fuck. Anyway, so I used to walk from my house up to the Food Lion on the weekends and get shit, snacks or fucking, whatever. And this is before they had fucking 12 packs. They only sold 6 packs and shit. So I would literally get like fucking like chips, a 6-pack of RC and a 6-pack of Cheer Wine if they were on sale. And some other fucking shit because fucking $10 went a long way back then. Now I'd probably get the bag of chips and I'd be done. So I used to love fucking RC. Loved it. Loved RC. Do they sell a 12-pack? Yeah, they do now. Yeah, but back then they didn't. You had 6 packs and 2 liters. That's it. That's all you had. And then every now and then they'd have the 12 packs and shit. So when I became diabetic, I had, hey, Taylor, what's up? So when I became diabetic, I, of course, had to switch to diet soda. They had Diet RC for a little bit. And then it fucking vanished, just disappeared. And I've been chasing that high ever since. So one day I'm just at the grocery store. I'm at the grocery store shopping around and everything. And I see it on the shelf, RC, Zero Sugar. I was like, what? I bought 3 of them right there. I didn't even fucking question. I just bought 3 of them. And ever since then, that's fucking, if they're on sale, like, oh, they're fucking 4 for, what is it? Like, they're $5.99 if you buy 4 of them. I'm like, fuck, I'll buy 8. Let's go. Like, I'm seriously down. I have one. I brought one 12-pack down here from upstairs. I seriously have like 3 upstairs left. And that's not including the other soda I buy. So I haven't had to buy soda in like fucking, I don't know, 2.5 months now. Because I usually wait for like a sale and then I buy like a fuck ton of it. And I buy like maybe 8 to 10, 12 packs at a time. And before anybody fucking says anything like, oh, that's a lot of soda, go to Instagram and look up Life of a Soda Addict. All right. And then fucking fuck off. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Let's take the gummies. So when we start, I'll be nice and funky. Yeah. And when I went and first visited the baby mama, like when I first went and visited her, like when we were together and shit, I remember seeing Cheer Wine, Diet Cheer Wine. I was like, oh fuck, man. No, don't do that. Like the second you open the can, it's like, you better drink all of me, otherwise I'm gonna go flat. And like it ain't kidding. It's kind of like it's like a black cherry type of soda. Real big in Tennessee, North Carolina. Real big around there. Yeah, they only sell it in certain states. It's like Code Red. Code Red Zero Sugar. Mountain Dew, like a random Mountain Dew post came on my feed the other day. And Mountain Dew was like, just so you know, Code Red Zero Sugar exists. And I'm like, oh man, I'm typing on that. I was like, yeah, but only in 3 states and 4 cities. Fuckers. At least I'm pretty sure it's a black cherry. Let me. I know it's like a cherry thing. Hold on. Cheer wine. Yeah. Oh, okay. Just cherry flavored. My mistake. Cheer wine is a popular non-alcoholic cherry flavored soft drink from North Carolina, but it's popular in Tennessee. I know that too. Like for a while, they had it here in Iowa. They still sell the regular one, but for a while, they had the diet one here. But it was like $7 a 4-pack. A 4-pack, mind you. 4. So, like, we would get them, like, very rarely here. But now they stopped selling the diet around here. Now they just sell the regular. This is the whole next episode of the podcast, just so you know. I'm redoing the book podcast because the first time I did it, like I said before, I was in a fucking place of anger when I made that podcast. And plus, I'm adding all the stuff from the latest book, so there will be spoilers, just so y'all know. DP's just, well, fuck, wake his ass up. That's who we're waiting for. It's media night here. The fuck? It's 6 o'clock at night. Wake his ass up. Don't make me call him. I'll call his Facebook right now and be like, get your ass up. Here, I'll put up a cheap one while we wait. Because I found this over there. One of them dollar ones of the Three Stooges. I wasn't going to put it up here, but since we're just sitting here, figured. You know, the Three Stooges movie? I thought I was going to hate that fucking movie. But you know what? I liked it. I might send this to the kid. The kid told me today that she liked Three Stooges. So I might send this to the kid. She might like this. I see 2 over there that I forgot and I want to show off. Hold on. Yes, I was using a blanket to cover my legs. Deal with it. All right, let's show off these 2. Anything else over here? Oh, yeah, because I don't get to talk about that one that often. Yeah, let's do that one. I got a box down here that's... There we go. Is that the one with... Yeah, it's the one with Will Sasso. Yeah, Will Sasso, Sofia Vergara. Jane Lynch is in here. Jennifer Hudson. What's her name? The model? Kate Upton. Kate Upton's in this. Yeah, like I said, I ended up liking this more than I thought I would. I don't like the old-timey fucking Three Stooges shit. I don't like that, but this was actually... My sister loves fucking Three Stooges. We would hear her like in the kitchen or something, like, you know, doing dishes or some shit. She has like an iPad or some shit in there, and we would hear her cackling, just And we're like, "What the fuck are you watching?" She's like, Three Stooges. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, all right, I guess. when everybody knows I have this. So I might find some Three Stooges shit and send it to the kid. Plus, I got the book, the audio book, soundtrack. Anything else is down here I can show up? Nah. I think I actually found something that I can sell to Jason. I can't remember what it is, so we'll find out together. Oh, I do have an Anchor Bay one. So you'll like that. What's the one I can sell to Jason? Oh, there's a couple in here I can sell to Jason. One of them's still sealed. Got a couple Blu-rays in here. Hell yeah, man. Maybe Cartoon Lover will come in here. He left a comment on the video. So. Keep the Anchor Bay ones. I'm mainly just like, I'm either fucking buying shit that either A, I'll eventually watch one day. You know, shit that like fucking like I want to watch and eventually one day I'll watch. Or like, you know, shit that I either have and don't know where the fuck it is, or had before and like I'm rebuying it. Or I'm like condensing, like a couple like TV shows that I already had. Like I bought the complete series to condense it, and then you know, I sold the like the single series sets. Like, man, Desperate Housewives. Okay, Desperate Housewives came out with this fucking sweet complete series set, but here's the thing: it didn't come out for very long. And I was, you know, I search eBay every day for fucking complete series sets. And I came across one. It was $150. I was like, what the fuck? Why won't this thing ever go down? So just out of curiosity, I just look up Desperate Housewives complete series. And there was one for $99. Plus it was make an offer. So I was like, I was like, you know what? If I can get that for $85, I can put that on the credit card and pay it off. You know? So, you still getting free movies from Joe? Yeah, every now and then. He hasn't sent anything in a while, but yeah, every now and then I do. So I sent an offer for $85, and I was just like, please fucking take this offer, because then I'll sell my other sets and I'll have like the fucking complete box and everything. And fucking they sent me back an offer for $92, which I was like, oh, that's such a good deal. But with the shipping, it was almost $100, and I was just like, fuck, I can't do it. I can't. I'm a very budgeted person, and like it was just, I know it was only a couple bucks, but it was $7, but I couldn't do it, or $8, I think. But I couldn't fucking do it. And like I have a fuck ton of movies from Joe that I know I'll never fucking watch, man. I was gonna go on Whatnot and try and sell them, but the process to get on Whatnot, I was like, kiss my ass, dude. Once I was filling out that application and they were just like, do you mind if we do a background check? I'm like, the fuck? And listen, there's nothing on my background but like a couple traffic tickets and shit, despite what people on the internet say. But I'm just like, what the fuck you gonna do a background check for me to sell shit? You know, eBay's just like, here, fucking sell. Just fucking don't piss people off, okay? We don't want to hear it. If we do hear about it, we're going to be pissed. Whatnot's just like, fucking, all right, where were you April 4th, 1992? Were you doing anything then? No. All right. What about 1994? Like, what the fuck, man? Just let me sell shit. eBay, yeah, eBay's good at refunds, yeah. I've had to go through eBay a couple times for refunds. They're real good with that. So is Amazon. Depending on there was only one problem I had with eBay. I had to go round and round. Oh, not eBay. I'm sorry, Amazon. There was only one time I had to go round and round with Amazon to get a fucking refund on something. But the worst was Klarna. Oh my god, I had to go through Klarna, and that was the fucking worst. Klarna was like, just terrible. Don't ever. Oh, excuse me. There's a rumor that this summer they're going to announce My Name is Earl Blu-ray box set. I hope it happens. I mean, you can get one on Blu-ray right now if you want, Elijah. Just go to moviesarusa.biz, use checkout code artist, and you can save 50% on that entire set. Crystal clear. In fact, I think is it over here? No, I put it over there. It's over there somewhere. It's somewhere in this basement. Yeah, My Name is Earl is good. I will say the last season, I will say, gets a little shaky at some points, in my opinion. But other than that, yeah, fucking the first two seasons I think are really fucking solid. Really fucking solid seasons of television. The third one, I can't really say it's bad, but like I can't really think of anything that stands out. Oh, that's the whole jail thing, right? Where he's in jail with Craig T. Nelson and shit. Yeah, there's some good shit in there. You know? And there's a couple good ones in the fourth season. I'm not gonna lie. There's a couple good ones in the fourth season, but those first two, man, there's some fucking good ones in there, man. Plus, like the guest stars and everything that you have. I mean, Norm Macdonald, Seth Green, John Waters, Roseanne. I mean, like, oh god, a lot of great people came through that show and everything. Oh, Johnny Galecki was in one. I mean, oh man, the amount of stars that they had for that show were incredible. Well, from what I remember, the story was that Greg Garcia, the creator, he was told that they were all but set for a fifth season. They were good to go. So that's why he left it on a cliffhanger. So, because he was told, like, yeah, you're more than likely going to get picked up. So he was like, right on. So he left it on a cliffhanger. But then when the renewals came out, when everybody was getting renewed and canceled and everything, they canceled My Name is Earl. So he's like, what the fuck? And then TBS, who was airing reruns at the time, had interest in picking it up. But TBS was just like, it's just too expensive for us. You know, it's too expensive for us to produce. We can't do it. So that put the kibosh on that right there. And but I think Greg Garcia, he actually said that like the father of the baby would have been like a rapper in the 90s, like Ja Rule or DMX or somebody like that. He said that's who it was going to be, which, all right, I guess. The one who was really fucking mad about it was Ethan Suplee. He was the one that was pissed. Look up interviews of him about My Name is Earl. He was hot about it. Like there's a show I watched back in the day called Pushing Daisies. I don't know if anybody's ever seen it. But like when the DVDs came out, I to this day have not watched the last episode on season 2 because like once I watch the last episode, it's over. You know what I mean? Like, I refuse to watch it because then it's over. So to this day, I stopped the last episode before because I was like, once I watch the last episode, it's over. You know? 19, they were going to do a comic book. Same with Pushing Daisies. They were going to do a comic book to finish that, and then they never did it. You know? And then Raising Hope here, which I have here, which I'll be honest, I didn't like Raising Hope, but I have it. There's a little like 10-second clip in the first episode where you hear like, you know, local man who has a list of good things finishes his list, and then boom, the TV cuts off, and then that's it. Because it's made by Greg Garcia as well. We need more Superstore seasons. You know, it's one of those shows where, like, yeah, it could have went longer. It could have, but like, yeah, when they announced that it was the last season, I was like, fuck, come on, man. But like, at least it got to end. You know, at least it didn't end on like season 5 and shit like that. Where, because I'm pretty sure season 5, I think, ended on a cliffhanger, if I'm not mistaken. I could be thinking season 4, but I'm not 100% right now. And plus, I love the ending of Superstore. I fucking like his fucking speech at the end is, I think, is just fucking perfect end to the series, you know. But plus all the callbacks and everything, like the fucking stars on the ceiling, the callback to the fucking first episode, just it's people bitch about like, oh, the worst fucking TV finales and the best. Nobody ever brings up fucking Superstore as one of the best, and I'm just like, fuck, man. People need to bring that one up. They always renew shows no one cares about. I don't watch a lot of current TV. The only current TV show I think I'm really watching, I watched the new Scrubs. I dug the new Scrubs. I thought that was pretty good. My only problem with it is that when they were making it, they were just like, Judy Reyes and John C. McGinley are back for the new Scrubs. They're in 2 fucking episodes of the whole series. Oh, 3. John C. McGinley's in 3 of them. And I was like, well, what the fuck, man? And I watched Bob's Burgers. That's it. End of list. That is all the current TV I fucking watch. I was watching Night Court when it was on. And then after the second season, they got rid of my favorite character. So I was like, fuck it. Done watching those. Yeah, I don't think there's any other fucking current TV that I'm watching. Like actual on TV. I'm not talking about streaming shows or any of that bullshit. Oh, excuse me. I think when it comes to just straight network TV, those are the only 2 shows I'm fucking watching. I don't even watch my game shows anymore. I used to watch Pressure Luck all the time. I don't even watch Pressure Luck anymore. I thought the new King of the Hill turned out better than I anticipated. I mean, considering, you know, fucking half the cast is now dead. Or I should say half the cast is now murdered. No. Dale Gribble, he wasn't murdered. The other 2 guys were. But it turned out better than I thought it was going to. You know? Yeah, I said King of the Hill was. I stopped watching King of the Hill like when it was on TV, like at season like I don't know 5. It ran for 13 seasons. You know, it was mid for you. I wouldn't even say it was mid. It was just. It was one of those. how can I put it? It was like watching somebody like I said, I stopped watching after season 5, and I've seen some episodes past that and everything. Because every now and then I used to find like a 3-hour block of like King of the Hills on like YouTube, and I would just put them on in the background just while I worked on shit, whether it be a book or some shit. And that's how I caught some other episodes that I never saw, and they were fine. But it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of like an example to put it to. It's like good for them. You know what I mean? Like fucking good for them. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like holy shit, this is amazing either. But it was like good for them, man. I'm glad. I'm glad they did it. It's kind of like that feeling. They need to make a Muppets TV series to Sabrina Carpenter. Well, they're trying. Fucking that's what the fucking Muppet thing was. It was a test to see how well it does, and we haven't heard anything since. So, speaking of Muppets, hey. I don't know. My only problem with the Muppet thing was Rizzo doing Blinding Lights by the Weeknd. He did like a straight cover of it. And I was like, what? I was like, okay, I think it should have been like a parody or something. But he did like a straight cover of Blinding Lights. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it was only like what? I think like without commercials, it was like what? Like 29 minutes or some shit. I would have liked it to have been longer. Other than that, I thought it was fine. It was fun. I'm gonna text Death Punch, even though he's asleep. I'm gonna text him. I'm like, get your ass in here. Wake your ass up and get in here. Give him a silly face. There we go. All right. Should have been on HBO. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked, considering Disney owns the Muppets, but whatever. Well, they got 30 minutes. Hey, Diana. Maybe a little less. I haven't eaten anything today, so the gummies might go into the system quicker. Both of them, or the in between dreams and waking, or what? Which one? What are we talking about here? I'm pretty sure I could just fucking write gibberish, and your mom would be like, "Fuck yeah, this is great." I mean, that's essentially what my first book was. It was essentially, I'm thinking about running my fucking first book through Claude, cleaning that shit up, and then doing like a bundle for all three. I'm thinking about doing that. But like running my personal stories through Claude and having him clean them up is kind of weird. Because he does like remove some things, and I'm just like, no, I kind of want that in there. Hit up any places today? Yeah, man. Okay. So I had to go to Walmart today. I'm here to Will. I do have a porno collection. Hey, Jason. Run it through Claude and tell him to spice it up a bit. Well, I can't spice them up. Oh, so like my second book. Second book as in between dreams and waking, or second book as in chasing dreams and reality? Because technically that's my third book. My second book is technically in between dreams and waking. What was I gonna say now? Fuck. Oh, hit up any places today. Okay, so I had to go to Walmart today, which, yes, I got your fucking envelope. But I was like, you know what? There's a Dollar Tree and a Goodwill in the area. So like I went a different way, so like I could just straight shot it. I was like, I'll hit the Goodwill, then the Dollar Tree, then Walmart. Right. So I pull up the fucking Goodwill at 10:30 in the morning because I didn't realize how early I fucking left the house. Goodwill don't open till fucking 11. So like I'm just sitting in the parking lot chilling. Right. I was like, I'll go in and see their movie selection. They usually have a couple gems in there. That was a waste of my fucking time. I did buy a Foreman grill though, because it had the grease trap and the spatula and everything like that. Okay. Did Chasing Dreams? Oh, Chasing Dreams and Waking. Okay, gotcha. My newest one. So that's my third book. Is the one she liked. So then I went to Dollar Tree because I wanted to see if they had bones for Chloe because I'm looking for these certain bones that she likes. A couple other little things. Oh, these cans of Coke Zero and everything. Didn't have either one of them. I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. So then I was like, all right, I'll go to Walmart and shit. So I go to Walmart and fucking they didn't have anything I wanted there. You know, so I was like, fuck, I'm just batting 1,000 here, man. So like after Walmart, I was like, fuck this, I'm going home. I was like, I'm gonna go home and record the podcast that I have written here. Didn't even do it. I just stayed upstairs and watched TV. I came home, watched the disc golf game. Oh, okay. Came home, watched a disc golf game, and then I was like, all right, now I'm gonna go fucking record. Then I saw like a movie reviewer that I like. I was like, well, I should watch this first. I watched that, and I was like, all right, now I'm gonna go record. You know, and then I just said, fuck it, I'll do it tomorrow. You know. Did Chasing Dreams and Waking book? Okay. I haven't even fucking touched like Claude in a while to even work on another book because I'm like kind of taking because like I gotta tell you, man, like fucking again, like people who bought like my very first book did not buy either one of Chasing and Between. And I'm just like, really? You know? Like Jason's not even gonna read the fuckers and he bought them. You know, and I'm just like, fuck, man. So like it's kind of like a punch in the ego. Or not even the ego. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, so I'm just like, maybe it's the genre, maybe. So that's why I'm like, all right, I'm really like being meticulous on what I want to do next. Every now and then I get ideas and I write them up in the notebook upstairs. But you know, oh, I bought these sausage patties. And I bought some cheese and I bought some slider buns. Oh man, they're gonna be good. I do have a Foreman grill around here, but the thing is that it doesn't have the grease trap or the spatula. And the fucking one I bought has the grease trap, the spatula. The spatula was a bonus. I wasn't expecting the spatula. You know? And it was only $7. Now the newer Foreman grills, they don't have Foreman's signature on them anymore. And I'm sorry, call me a snob, but if it don't have Foreman's signature on there, fuck it. I don't want it. You know? No, I'm actually ordering out tonight. I'm going to make them fuckers tomorrow. All right, fuck it. Fuck Death Punch. We don't need them. All right, first thing I'm going to show you is something really fucking cool. All right. I only bought this because I like an actress in it. So I figured if I'm going to buy this, I might as well buy like a fucking cool set of it. And that's what I did. The Da Vinci Code. And it comes with the cryptics. Now, funny story with this. This was actually going to be a part of Game On back in the day. See, there's the Da Vinci Code. Let's get it in frame. Pull this out. What's that thing? The book is on behind you. Oh, that's the X-Files complete series set. Yeah, I love Audrey Tautou. I should have brought her stack of movies that I have over here. So at one point, the cryptics was actually going to be a part of Game On. Like, artist was going to be getting clues as to what's going on in the world that he's in and shit like that. And you can actually set the cryptics to whatever word you want. And I think what I had set up was somebody was going to tell him, like, how do I open this thing? And it was going to be like, we can't tell you. Like, what the fuck you mean you can't tell me? It was just like, the only thing we can tell you, the way to open that is the one thing that's always inevitable. And he's like, what the fuck? So he sits there and fucks with it for a while, and then he finds out that the word is this. Hold on, let me get it on there. Because I'm pretty sure I never fucking changed this back. There it is. Death. Because in the end, artist was dead and shit like that. So, and then I was going to have something inside that would lead him somewhere else. But I eventually cut all that bullshit. And you can change it, but like I actually lost the instructions on how to change it. So, and there's also like other shit in here too. Yeah. Oh yeah, Robert Langdon's journal. That's what it is. So, yeah, that's just been sitting over there. So I figured that'd be cool to fucking show off here. I watched the movie. I didn't really get it. I figured out the word before the ending. I was like, the word's gonna be faith, isn't it? And lo and behold, it was it. So, but I always kind of like this box set, even though I'm not a big fan of the movie. I think it looks really nice. All right, let's show you guys the recent ones. Here, where's that one from last night? There it is. I actually had this on my Amazon wish list, and I stopped at Goodwill on the way home Friday or Saturday. It was Saturday. I stopped on the way home, and they had it there for $2. I was like, "Fucking A, man." Cashback. Cashback is a weird fucking movie. This dude, he breaks up with a girl, and he gets insomnia, and he realizes he can stop time, and he uses it to make the women naked and draws them. I'm not making this shit up. I'm telling you. I enjoyed it. I should have known fucking of all fucking movies. I should have known fucking Elijah had seen this one, considering all the full frontal nudity in this movie. Oh yeah, there's fucking full frontal nudity out the ass in this fucking movie. But despite that, it's still a good movie. If you're not just watching for tits, it's actually a fucking good movie here. I remember watching this like back when I had like Blockbuster Online and Netflix and shit like that, and I got this delivered to me because like I was in a real indie movie phase at the time and shit. And I watched this, and like I said, it fucked hard. And I was thinking about it recently. I was like, man, I haven't watched that movie in a long time. So I put it on the Amazon wish list, and I almost bought it. I almost bought it like a couple days ago. Because, oh yeah, that's a movie you won't see tonight. I was hoping to have it so I can unbox it. It's coming in the mail, but I bought The Long Walk. The Long Walk, the newest Stephen King. But I was so glad when I came across this at fucking Goodwill for $2. I have to pay $10 for it. Yeah, we're gonna have to lay them down like this. See what we got here. G.I. Jane, which I mainly only got because part of my Hollywood video collection. And I've seen this movie before. I mainly remember the part where, like, I think the sergeant or something beating the shit out of her. And then, like, she finally just stands up and she's like, suck my dick. Like, damn. Oh, let me do something else here. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, I got Striptease. Striptease is good. But G.I. Jane, she joins the army and shit like that. Pretty good. All right. What else we got? Oh, yeah, I bought this. It was only $1, but I didn't realize it was a rental exclusive until after I got it home. So, like, I kind of don't want it anymore. But I kind of wanted to see this Tomb Raider. So I was like, oh, okay, for $1, I'll grab it. You know, because, like, Razzle Dazzle, he buys, like, you know, a bunch of library shit. And then, like, once I got it home, I was like, oh, fuck, it's a rental exclusive. And I hate rental exclusives because they don't put any of the features on there. If there are any for Tomb Raider, I don't even fucking know. But, fucking, I don't even want the shit anymore. But I bought it thinking, like, oh, shit, I'll watch fucking Tomb Raider. But, like, I don't give a shit anymore because it's the rental exclusive. I don't give a fuck. Real women have curves because I like America Ferrara. Main reason I got it. And I think I used to have this and then I sold it because I was like, fuck it. But now it's just, now at this point, it's like preservation at this point. I like America Ferrara, so I'm like, right on. I might rock this movie again. You know. I found, you know, I've had a couple times to buy this next one, but I just never pulled the trigger. So I found it for $1. So I finally just said, fuck it, for $1, I'll buy it. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood with Tom Hanks. You know, I like Tom Hanks, but like, there's a joke on, if you guys watch Saturday Night Live, they have a skit called Black Jeopardy, and it's pretty good. And actually, Tom Hanks is in the skit that I'm referring to, which is kind of funny that I'm about to say this. So, I can't remember the setup to it, but the punchline was just like, who is Caitlyn Jenner? I mean, you can't do everything. And they're like, that's right. That's how I feel about Tom Hanks in this movie. I'm just like, dude, I like Tom Hanks, but he has that certain fucking voice. And to me, he doesn't really have that, like, hello, neighbor type of fucking voice. You know? Oh, you didn't like it. Oh, no, that's Tomb Raider. We're talking about Tomb Raider. So, I don't know. I figured I'd give it a shot for $1 at least. You know? Paints like Bob Ross, but he falls asleep. It's okay. Yeah. I hear the documentary's better. You know? I was about to say, why did I think Robert Zemeckis did this? I don't know why. But I don't know. Just when they announced it, like, oh, we're making A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, the story of Fred Rogers. I was like, cool. And they're like, starring Tom Hanks. I'm like, is that a typo? Now, to be fair, I can't think of anybody better who could probably play Fred Rogers. But I'll be honest, if I'm sitting in a casting meeting, you know, Tom Hanks wouldn't probably come across my list. You know? I like Tom Hanks, though. You know? This is one I've seen before. I just didn't have a copy. So for $1, Scout's Guide to the Apocalypse. It's a fun little zombie movie. You know? And I think it's rated R. This one's rated R, right? This is a Canadian one, so it has the fucking 14A on there, so I don't know what the hell that is in America. I think it's rated R here, though. But South Guy of the Apocalypse, where kids take on fucking zombies. If you could probably scroll X and find like a famous clip from the movie where like a zombie's being held up against like a gate and her tits come out and the guy runs up and grabs the tits and runs away and everything, even though they're zombie tits and everything. But it's a fun little time here. There's nothing on the DVD though? Really? It's not a rental exclusive, is it? No, it's not a rental exclusive. Really? There's nothing on this? That's disappointing. Never seen that one? It's pretty good. It's a good time. One of the first times I ever went to Razzle Dazzle, a guy was in there like, hey, do you have the movie Addams Family Values? I'm like, the fuck? What is such an obscure fucking movie to fucking ask for, you know? Looking it up later, I would say it's not rare, but it's uncommon. You know, it's not something you come across like all the time. So when both Adam's Family and Adam's Family Values, and strangely, I don't own either fucking one of them. You know, I was just like, all right, I'll fucking pick them up for $3.85. You know, I was like, two of them for $3.85. Okay. I know the first movie's good, but believe it or not, I'm kind of partial to Adam's Family Values. And I think they're on one disc, right? These are on one disc. In fact, you have this one. Oh yeah, they're on one disc. Fucking A, dude. I like that. And it's not a flipper disc either. Where you have to flip it over to get the other movie and shit. That's fucking dope. I like that. This I told Elijah the story of this, but somebody in that physical media group that we're in said that they were looking for this for like a cheap price, and I was like, okay, so I saw this for $1, but then I found that it was full screen on top of all that, which if this was like fucking 15 years ago, I probably would be buying full screen. Because like when I used to buy my movies, I used to buy full screen. So that's why sometimes when going through thrift stores, I have to upgrade my collection to fucking widescreen now. Like I think when I originally bought Under the Tuscan Sun, Cinderella Story, and it was something else, but I originally bought the full screen versions. But I eventually had to upgrade those to widescreen. Like Under the Tuscan Sun took me fucking forever. I kept coming across the full screens for some reason. You know. But Looney Tunes back in action. Which I had no idea this was directed by Joe Dante until fucking when I bought it. Plus the disc is in good shape. That good old fucking snapper case. And everything. There we go. Plus, there's a brand new Road, or new at the time, I would assume, Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote fucking cartoon. But I don't know. Somebody said they were looking for it, and I looked it up, and it's not, again, not common to fucking find. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll grab it. This right here, $2.85 for both the Blu-ray and DVD in there. I figured I have a crazy rich Asian in my family, so I figured, fucking, why am I not watching this movie? That's kind of why I refuse to watch The Devil Wears Prada, because Meryl Streep in that movie reminds me too much of my fucking aunt that I'm just like, have you seen The Devil Wears Prada? I was like, fuck no, I lived that. Like, I don't need to see that one. You know, that's why I refuse to ever watch that fucking movie. I'm just like, I don't need to see it. I saw it. You know, I lived that motherfucker. But this one right here, I was just like, it's a comedy and shit like that. And fun fact about this, when my mom was still living here and everything, she would go to the casino up in Iowa City or Riverside, where Captain Kirk was born. And they had a crazy rich Asian slot machine. Only one. They only had fucking one. I always wanted to play it just for shiggles, because I like playing the theme slot machines, even though they eat your fucking money. But then that casino just got rid of all theme slot machines, all of them. Fucking all of them. I think because they caused fights, But anyway, sorry. We're already off topic, Because my mom, here's a side story. They had a Wizard of Oz one, right? My mom's like, I want to play this Wizard of Oz machine before we go. And like, I hate going to the fucking casino with her because it's never like, hey, I just want to run in for an hour and play and then we can go. It's like, hey, I want to go for like 4 days. I'm like, the fuck? And like, anyway, so we're there one night, we're about to leave, and she was like, oh, I want to play Wizard of Oz before we go. I was like, right on, but all the machines were filled, all 2 of them. So she sees this lady's machine. She has like fucking like $15 left on the machine. So my mom's like, all right, I'm just going to wait for her to be done. She ain't going to last much longer. So she's like, right on. So we're sitting at a distance just waiting. So when they get up and leave, we can just kind of move in and snag the machine. She loses the money, right? The lady pulls out a 20, puts it in. So my mom's like, son of a bitch. So she plays that 20 real quick. It went quick. You know? Boom, gone. So my mom's like, all right. She's literally digging through her purse, like throwing in singles and fucking whatever she can to keep this fucking machine and everything. My mom just said, fuck it, never mind. Because like she knew what she was doing. Like that lady was just throwing whatever money she could in this machine just so she could keep the machine. And my mom was just like, fuck it, never mind. Like, we're done. And I was just like, okay. You know, my mom was hot about that one. You know, anyway. All that came from the fucking Crazy Rich Asian fucking thing. I actually have a few Crazy Rich Asians in my family. My great aunt Humi in Japan, she's fucking well off. I think my cousin Ken, also in Japan, he's pretty well off. Of course, my aunt, of course, very well off. I think there's a couple who are like my aunt in San Francisco. She's comfortable. We'll say that she's comfortable. I think if you were to line up everybody's net worth, we're the fucking rednecks of the family. We are the white trash of the family. Let's just put it like that. All right, this one I didn't have on an official Blu-ray, so I was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get it." It was $6.85 though, but I got Bob's Burger Movie. The Bob's Burger Movie. This apparently has like a new short on here that I never knew about. It was a theatrical short film. So I've been falling asleep every night lately to Bob's Burgers. You have any lesbians in your family? The fuck? Yeah. 2. Well, 1 died. And she's technically not really family, but she was an aunt that we called aunt, but she wasn't really an aunt, you know. Turned out she was gay, and I have a second cousin who we believe is gay. She, you know, can't come out of the closet because, you know, her family's so well off and everything, but we're fairly certain she's gay because my sister did like a virus thing on her computer, you know, to clean it, and she found tons of lesbian porn. So we're fairly certain she's gay. But I don't know, just because you watch gay porn doesn't mean you're gay, you know, so who knows? You never watched the Bob's Burgers movie? Oh my god, guys. What the fuck? And we kind of figured out with my aunt because here's a deep cut for you. Back in the day, Netflix, you know, there was a part on that. I don't know if it's still there. If there is, fucking, I would like to know. Well, probably not because I don't use Netflix like I used to. But back in the day, Netflix had a portion where like it was like user stats essentially. And you can go and see what movie or TV show you have streamed the most on your account. And ours happened to be the movie John Waters' This Filthy World, because I would fall asleep nightly to that movie because he was that one man show is so entertaining that, like, you know, I just fell asleep to it. The second most streamed movie on our account was a movie called Elena Undone. And never heard of it, nor have I ever looked into that fucking movie or anything. All I know is that it's part of the LGBT movies, and the person who was watching it was my aunt. You know, she would watch that movie fucking nightly, apparently. You know? So I never watched it because I never watched the series. Oh my... Why haven't you ever watched Bob? Oh my god. Y'all, if this is the night we're going to have, I'm going to leave. And finally, from the newest pickups, I believe, and then everything else will be like classic shit. I'm double checking here. Yeah. One of my favorite singers, of course. Never had a concert DVD of her, so I went ahead and grabbed this one because it had a lot of great songs in there. I got the Norah Jones one. It was only $1. You know, this has like basically all her songs from the first 3 albums, essentially, or all the good ones, I should say. Has some deep cuts on here, like Carnival Town. That's a fucking Norah Jones deep cut right there. I guess you could say My Dear Country, not a favorite of mine, but that is a deep cut. You know, Rosie's Lullaby, which they have misspelled on here as Rosalie's Lullaby when it's Rosie's Lullaby. I never got to see a fucking concert of hers. You know, she did come to St. Louis one time, but I was broke as a joke at the time, so I didn't get to go. So at least then I'll be able to get to see a concert with Norah Jones. So, all right, so that's all for the new shit that I recently picked up. Oh, and the box set that I did. Fucking this Tomb Raider pisses me off. I should have just took $1 and threw it on the fucking ground at that point. All right, let's get to the box here. Let's start right here. Role models. I'll take a large coffee. You mean a venti? No, I mean large. Venti is large. No, venti is 20. No, venti is Italian for 20. Grande is Spanish for large. Congratulations, you're stupid in 3 languages. I'm just doing my job, dick. Plus, the cast in here is great. Fucking, Sean William Scott. The only fucking movie I've ever seen with Sean William Scott where I'm just like, I wish you were dead, was Bulletproof Monk. You know? But I think I got it. If you want to throw it in my package, go ahead. I have the Angelina Jolie ones. You only saw the trailer for Roma? Oh my god, you guys are fucking killing me, man. Death Punch needs to wake his ass up. I swear, because I think he's seen this one. You know? But yeah, Role Models, fucking kid kicks over the tent. What, you think I'm black because I did it? No, it's because you did it, is why I think you did it. You white? You Ben Affleck. Oh my god. Yeah, Role Models is fucking great. I mean, you got Paul Rudd, Jane Lynch is in here, Bobby Thompson, and Christopher Mintz-Plasse are great in here. Yeah, Elizabeth Banks. I forgot Elizabeth Banks is in here. What's that guy's name? The guy who plays the stepdad, Dan Menino, not Marino, but it's Dan Menino or some shit like that. Oh, and the chick from fucking Reno 911 is in here. The one that fucking loves Dangle, even though he's gay. She's in here. A lot of great people are in it. Christopher Mintz-Plasse is his name. There's a lot of good people in this fucking movie, man. I'm telling you. I can't believe you haven't seen it, man. It's phenomenal. I actually found this at fucking Dollar Tree. Or not Dollar Tree, I'm sorry, Dollar General, like fucking years ago. Double pack of Paper Moons and The Fault in Our Stars. I never watched The Fault in Our Stars. I only bought it because I read the back of it, and Paper Moons sounded really interesting. And then I put on the trailer, and I was like, oh, the trailer is interesting. And this is back when I'm working on the first book. And there was a night where like I was working on some stories on it. And I was like, you know what? I'll put on this movie while I work on the book. So I put the fucking DVD in, get it all ready and everything. I have my computer out and everything. I'm about to start writing, and I hear like the opening lines of the fucking movie. And they just kind of fucking snag me in. And I'm like, And I just turn over here, didn't touch the book for the fucking rest of the movie. You know, like the whole purpose that I fucking put the movie on. And then the ending. The ending of Paper Moons is something that makes me mad to this day because I have said numerous times before that, like, I like when a movie, I think when a movie is going right and then it goes left. I like that. I like when I'm just like, oh, fuck, they're going this way, aren't they? And it's like, oh, fuck, they didn't go that way. This movie does that, and I hate it because I'm like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. You know, this is going to happen at the end, and then fucking, okay. And then, like, it goes left, and I'm like, wait, what? No, that can't happen. No, you know, it was one of the most fucking, and like, I never want to spoil it for people. And I've always wanted to look. I think I downloaded the book from Audible because I want to see if the book is the same ending, you know. But like the ending of this movie, as much as I like it, it's a really good movie, but it's not one that I go back and I've only seen this movie like 3 times because it's not one I really go back and revisit that often. But it's a great movie. Just that ending every time, I'm just like, fucking say yes, you know. Paper Towns, isn't that the one with? I wouldn't say a weird ending, but The Fault in Our Stars is sad. Yeah, Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear Fault in Our Stars. Yeah, about a girl with cancer or something, or 2 people with cancer or something like that. I don't know. I always get confused with Perks of Being a Wallflower. Oh, let's do. Yeah, we were just talking about them. There we go. The original Muppet movie. Fucking, I actually have the soundtrack to this on vinyl. Fucking moving right along in search of good time. Like, that's a fucking, like, I'll be listening to like Siri like give me directions and everything. They're like, on, you know, coming up on this road, I want you to bear right on the, or bear left on this road. And like whenever I hear that, I think of the Muppet movie where like Kermit's like, bear left. Fuzz like, right frog. Kermit's like, what? He's like, nothing. Never watched any of them besides the pirate one. See, and of all fucking Muppet movies to watch, you pick like one of the worst ones to fucking watch. You watch Muppet Treasure Island. You have to watch Muppets Take Manhattan. If you watch Muppets Take Manhattan, you're like, fuck these movies. And like, yeah, don't watch them. You know, that I think that's the tester. I think if you watch Muppets Take Manhattan, you're just like, fuck these movies. And like, don't watch them. Don't watch any more after that. You started with like one of the worst fucking ones you could possibly, even though Tim Curry's in it. You would think Tim Curry could save that fucking movie, but he couldn't. You know? I heard Tim Curry fucking injured his back on that movie because he was carrying that movie so much. I don't think I've seen the Muppet movie. Oh my god. You guys are fucking kidding. We need a third person in here. Because this is killing me. What happened to that fucking Dave guy who created his account today? Whatever, Paul, whatever his fucking name was. Sam. I forgot his fucking name already. See, I love that I got the external mouse and everything. My keyboard and everything. Anyway, I can't believe y'all never seen the fucking Muppet movie, dude. Oh my god. I mean, Elijah, I can kind of believe, you know, a little bit. But Jason, come on, man. Well, yeah, that's a reference that like nobody ever gets. My mom will be in the car and they'll be like, bear left on this road. I'm like, right frog. She's like, what? I'm like, nothing. You know. Let's do a couple Blu-rays, shall we? You want to do a couple Blu-rays? Of course you want to do a couple Blu-rays. Somebody, a YouTube viewer, actually sent me this. It's still sealed. I've never actually fucking watched it again because it's all right. It's an all right movie. Tim Curry's in the pirate one. I want to see that. He's in person. He plays Blackbeard or Bluebeard, whatever fucking pirate in fucking Treasure Island is. I'm pretty sure it's Blackbeard. You know, but Blu-ray of fucking Jay and the Silent Bob reboot. Now I will admit there are some great parts in here that I like. You know, is it Kevin's best movie? Absolutely not. But it's not his worst either. His worst movie is actually in a fucking backup box that I have in case we still have more time. But which I don't even know why I owned. I think I owned it just to be a completionist, you know. But Jay and Silent Bob Reboot I thought was okay. I really liked the story of Jay having a daughter. I thought that was really interesting. Plus, there's some really like human moments in there. I just didn't like there was a real meta part at the end where like Kevin Smith playing Kevin Smith and like he basically telling the script of the movie to the audience, and I'm just like, dude, Brendan actually sent me this a long time ago, but this is a bare bones essentially. It has features on it, so I just never watched it. But Weird Science. This does have the pilot to the TV show though, on the Blu-ray, which I think is really cool. Which I think that's an underrated fucking TV show. When people fucking talk about like TV show, the movies, they always say like, "Oh, Weird Science suck." I think you're wrong. I think the Weird Science TV show fucks hard, man. That show fucking rocks, man. There's a great episode where like with fucking dudes, they have to like compete in a real life video game and shit. And then like at the end, they're just like they're battling a demon, and he's like, "I challenge you to any game you think of." And they end up in Pong. And he's like, "What the hell? You chose Pong?" Like you can get the complete series of Weird Science, the TV show, at moviesarusa.biz. Use checkout code R and save 50% on your entire purchase. But I haven't watched Weird Science in a while. Maybe I should watch that tonight. I used to love this as a kid. I just haven't watched it in so long. Weird Science. Woo. Weird Science. I found this at the Dollar Tree. Remember when Dollar Tree was selling movies for a bit? People were flocking to Dollar Trees to get movies and everything. I found this for $1 because I just wanted to see it because I heard it was a good movie. But Hitchcock, the biopic about Alfred Hitchcock, obviously. I don't really remember much from it. Movie commentary for Weird Science. Yeah, because it doesn't have a fucking commentary track. I think the new ones do. Like the new one from Arrow Video and shit from like, I don't know, it's like Film Historian or some shit. I don't think it's anybody related to the movie. But like, yeah, that's something that's always bothered me with this. I'm like, it doesn't have a fucking commentary? I don't know. I have to watch it again, though, to really see if I have any thoughts about it. Because like, that's why I want to do Rat Race. Because like, I think Rat Race is a very underrated movie. And John Lovett's like, again, I think John Lovett's back should be injured from carrying parts of that fucking movie. John Lovett gives one of the greatest, like, fucking faces in movie history in that fucking movie. But yeah, Hitchcock. I was about to say, Jason's like, cock, never heard of it. Jason loves cock. I'm like, wow, Jason loving cock. That'd be a new one for me. Shit. This was one of the rare ones that, like, when it got released on Blu-ray, I actually just had to go out and buy. I didn't pull any punches. I just went out and bought the shit because I was like, I gotta have this because I went and saw it in theaters. Believe it or not, I went and saw this movie in theaters. I think like 3 times because it was out that weekend and there wasn't anything else that I really wanted to see. Charlie's Angels Full Throttle. Now, the first movie's good. I like the first movie. It's fine. It's a fine movie. I love Full Throttle. It's fucking useless action, but also this has the unrated cut. And I know what you're thinking, like, fucking, well, it's not that different from the original. And you're right. It's really not. A couple blood splashes here and there, but there's one part in this movie that, if you remember, if you've ever seen Charlie's Angels Full Throttle, where like they're on the back of the car, flying down the road and shit, and then they get thrown off the car and everything. Well, in the regular movie, they just get thrown off the car, and they get tossed around and everything. We see that, right? In the unrated one, they add this disturbing shot. Like Lucy Liu gets thrown off the fucking car. We see her tumble, and then they show like this disturbing shot of like her face just slamming into the camera and like just. And the same for Drew Barrymore. When I first saw that, it was one of the most disturbing fucking things I saw. I was like, what the fuck? No wonder they cut this shit. You know, like that would have fucked me up in theaters, man. You know? Can you flip to the back cover? I actually have the soundtrack to this movie too. It's any way you want it, that's the way you need it. Any way you want it. Oh, yeah, this is the Blu-ray cover. The DVD covers are different. And if you remember the Texas days when I was making videos in Texas, I had a huge fucking Charlie's Angels Full Throttle poster in my background. Plus, I think I had the Three Angels as well. I had fucking Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu posters in my room. All right, I think that's all my Blu-rays tonight, right? That all? Yeah, that's all. All right. I do have 2 Blu-rays over there, but I didn't grab them. Oh, y'all want a deep cut? Fucking, I fucking. Well, first of all, let me show you why I have this Hollywood picture right there. Okay. House guest. Sinbad, man. Look, fucking, I love fucking Sinbad. I used to grow up watching the Sinbad stand-up comedy specials and everything. So, like, his movies were, like, also good, except for fucking First Kid. I could give a fuck less. But, like, House Guest and Jingle All the Way, that's a fucking combo for me, man. Like, if I'm, like, flipping through cable and, like, now playing House Guest and after this, Jingle All the Way, fucking sign me up. Another movie I only saw the trailer. You know, in the words of Tom Hanks, I'm going to paraphrase Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own, and that is, you're killing me, Elijah. You're goddamn killing me. Yeah, we might need to get the backup box too, shit. I mean, come on, man. Fucking Phil Hartman, Sinbad. And even though he did some bad things now, but at the time, Jeffrey Jones is in this, and fucking he's great. I'm missing somebody. Hold on. Yeah, Jeffrey Jones. Okay. I think those are all the big names. But no, I'm thinking somebody else. But yeah, definitely watch House Guest, man. This is fucking good classic entertainment. Okay. I think this is made by the same people. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Remember the movies? You know, epic movie, disaster movie, all those shits. Well, when they stopped going to fucking theaters, they kept making them for direct to video and shit like that. And I found myself watching one night, thinking like this is gonna be a piece of shit, you know. But you know what? I actually ended up watching it. And as stupid as it is, I'll admit it's a stupid fucking movie. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh shit, the Oscars really missed one this year. It's a stupid movie, but I actually had fun with it. The Hungover Games. It parodies the Hunger Games and shit like that. Plus, you know, other movies that were out at the time, like Ted, as you see on the box, you know. But believe it or not, I actually had fun with this fucking movie. So when I saw it for like $1 somewhere, I don't even know where it wasn't Razzle Dazzle. I know that. Never heard of it. I think this one shows up on like Pluto TV and fucking what is it? Tubi and shit like that. So if you catch it on there, I think that's where I caught it. I think I caught it on one of them. And like I said, I ended up having a fucking good time with it. It's, you know, crude humor type of movie. And if you're curious, there are some titties in there. You know, I'm not going to tell you where. You have to find out. But I don't know. I had fun with it. It's a dumb movie, but I had fun with it. And we're going to get to some other dumb movies in here, too. Let's do... Oh, I lied. There's one more Blu-ray. I forgot. Oh, two more Blu-rays. We'll get those later. We'll get them later. Oh, let's do... How about this? We'll do this, this, and this because they're all still... no! We'll do these because they're all still sealed. How about that? Well, if I can pick the fuckers up. Okay. I forgot to have another one that's still sealed. We'll do that one too. All right. So 6 of them still sealed. All right. Like now, some of these movies I will fucking like buy, and then like, oh, okay, I want to watch that, and then like I'll just stream it and watch it. You know, it's kind of like, okay, I watched it on streaming, but now I have a backup if I really liked it. And this is one that like I bought on a Black Friday. I think like one of the last Walmart Black Fridays where they sold movies, and bought it like, all right, I have a copy of that now. And then I went home and like streamed it somewhere, and I was like, I don't know how I feel about this movie, you know, because I haven't gone back to it since because I'm just like, eh. Ready Player One. You've only watched clips? Yeah, I don't know. The movie as a whole was just, I don't know. I didn't really fucking, I don't know. It's one of those ones where like I didn't really know what to take away from it once it was done. You know? This is another one. Came to theaters, it bombed, came out on DVD, and I was like, all right, I bought it, and I literally sat on it for like years. You know? I tried to watch it on Netflix, I don't know, like last year sometime, thinking like, oh, okay, I'll finally sit and watch this. Could not get into the fucking movie, so I don't care anymore. Hellfest. Yeah, that's what I've heard. People say the book is better. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. Fucking a horror movie set at a fucking amusement park. Man, that has fucking good time written all over it. But like, I couldn't get into it. There was just nothing going on for me. This I bought with the intention to watch, but I never have. Mainly because my mom said I would like it. So like I saw it for sale, and plus it has an actress I like in it, The Mountain Between Us. I like Kate Winslet. So I mainly fuck with Heavenly Creatures. The Reader. I like The Reader. You want to talk about a fucking book and a movie with some fucking in it? Watch The Reader. Holy shit. Although I would suggest the book, man. The book I had to put down a few fucking times. You know? What was I gonna say? That's an actual book that I sat and fucking read. Not like I listened to the audio book. I went to a fucking grocery store. I bought the book for $8. Went home and read it in 3 days. And fucking then I went and saw the movie. The Reader, that is, mind you. I've been waiting to see Hellfest. Bitch, that was a movie ago. Better catch up. This next one I actually saw before I bought, but for some reason I've just never gone back and rewatched it. It's actually written by the same guy who did Waiting. He wrote Waiting, so that really made me want to fucking watch it more because I love Waiting. But I watched it, I liked it, but for some reason I've never gone back and fucking watched it again. But Tag. And apparently this is based on a real life story. Who would have figured that out? This one was, yeah, they all were. Yeah. Hellfest just bombed though. He bombed in that one bombed in theaters. Mountain Between Us, I don't know about this one. I'm pretty sure it was. I mean, Idris Elba and fucking Kate Winslet, I'm sure that was in theater. This one, again, I watched, I liked, I bought it. I just haven't gone back and revisited it yet. The Blockers. With John Cena. And his name is John Cena. Okay. Besides Player One, I never heard of any of these. I figured you would have heard of Tag. Tag has a good cast too. Ed Helms, uh, Isla Fisher, Rashida Jones, what's his name? Bobby Cannavale, and that Lil Rel Howery, is that his name? I don't know. I can't remember his name. You haven't seen Block? You haven't heard of Blockers? Man, all right. And this last sealed one I got here, I mainly only bought because it has a movie I want to see, but it came with a movie I already owned. But I was like, fuck it, The Namesake, which has Cal Penn in it from Harold and Kumar, and Slumdog Millionaire, which I've raved about before. If you haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire, man, what the fuck, man? Slumdog Millionaire is incredible. The Namesake, I've been meaning to sit down and watch, but I just haven't fucking done it. Slumdog, I've seen. The other one, no. Yeah. I mainly like Cal Penn, so I was just like, all right, that might be pretty good. But yeah, Slumdog Millionaire is incredible. Oh, man. Like, the people who don't like that movie, I'm just like, what? Like, my ex, Emma, she was just like, I don't like it. I'm like, what the fuck? How do you not like it? It's phenomenal, man. And then I tried listening to the book, right? So I bought the audiobook, Slumdog Millionaire, which is actually called Q&A. So I bought the audiobook, and the book is nothing like the movie. I think they got like a character name right. And that was about it, man. I was just like, I couldn't listen to it anymore. I got to like chapter fucking like I don't even fucking know. I think I got to chapter 9 when I was just like, I can't listen to this shit anymore. Because it was just not. I thought it was gonna have like some resemblance to the movie, and I think like what's the main character's name? I forgot. Salim. No, that's his brother. Salim's his brother. Um, just as a young man. Fuck me. Salim's his brother. I don't know. The main guy. You know, they got like his name right. I think his brother is Salim in the book. There is no fucking Latika. There is no fucking main girl in the book. So I'm like, how the fuck did you make a movie out of this? You've been better off making a movie based off the Major Fraud guy. You know, but I still like the movie though. I just couldn't get into the fucking book. All right. Oh, is this still sealed too? Oh well. Oh well. Oh man, I picked one out specifically for fucking Death Punch and Taylor, and neither one of them are fucking here. Goody. Just fucking great. This one, I saw the trailer for it. I'm not really a fan of the fandom that it's about, but the trailer actually looked kind of funny. So I was like, you know what? I'll watch it, and I dug it. But again, it's another one that like I really don't see myself going back to fucking watch again. But I dug it for what it was. Detective Pikachu. Oh my god, you can hear me? I'm so lonely. Like fucking Ryan Reynolds as a fucking Pikachu just cracked me up. Like, oh my god, you can hear me? I'm so lonely. Like that killed me. You know? Yeah, they said they were gonna make one, but it never fucking came out. So, and I'm not a big Pokemon guy. You know, I know like the base Pokemon, like Pikachu, Raichu, Charmander, Charizard, a couple others, Squirtle, Whirlwind, Jigglypuff. Did I say Squirtle? No, who's the one? Bulbasaur. That's what I'm thinking of. Bulbasaur. You know, like I know a few of them, but like I was able to get through the movie. I kind of knew what I was getting into here. You know. This movie right here. You guys haven't seen that. Mom and Dad with Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair, where like all the parents just all of a sudden just want to kill their kids, and it's like bedlam. Pokemon is big; it never died down. That is true. If anything, it's more popular than ever with all the fucking scalpers and everything. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew like fucking I was gonna be like, yay, I'm so excited to do this, and then it was just gonna be like fucking Elijah in here. I could have just called him and I could have FaceTimed him and showed him the shit. Like I don't even fucking collect the Pokemon cards and shit like that, but like these scalper videos I see and shit, man, I be fighting motherfuckers. I be fighting bitches. That's what I left a comment. I saw like a video. It was like in Japan, like somebody got stabbed over Pokemon cards and shit. I don't know the real story, but I just put it in the comment. I was just like, yeah, you'll remember 2 per person next time. You know, I thought that was fucking funny. But all right. Funny story with this. Oh wait. This is my sealed one? I have a sealed one of these? Why did I buy this? Okay, I didn't even know I had one of these sealed. I had a fucking different story prepared for this, but it's a 4-pack with Dude Where's the Party, Ball and Chainin', Boat Trip, and Carrot Top's Chairman of the Board. I remember buying one of these. I thought it was this one, but I must have two of these. I gotta look around. I remember buying one of these because here's a little secret. The original Chairman of the Board DVD has a hidden commentary track. Okay? Has a hidden commentary track with Carrot Top. I like commentary tracks. I wanted to hear it. So when I first bought this, I was like, fucking A, man. I went right to Chairman of the Board, went to the audio, wasn't there. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? You had to buy the original Chairman of the Board, which I eventually tracked down. And did. How the fuck are all y'all asleep? Death Punch is asleep at fucking 7:30 at night. Fucking you fuckers, man. And you saw all these, you would see all of these. Boat Trip I actually kind of like, though. I'm not going to lie. Boat Trip is kind of fucking guilty pleasure of mine. I'm not going to lie. I like Boat Trip. It's kind of funny. It has a good cast in there, man. You got Will Ferrell in there. You got Artie, I believe Artie Lang. You got Lynn Shay in there. Cuba Gooding Jr. Vivica Fox is in here. I mean, there's a fucking fun cast in this movie, man. I think Boat Trip's a fucking guilty pleasure of mine. It's a rocking good time. I'm not gonna fucking lie. You know? This one I think I bought when it originally came out. But I mainly bought this because I found it for $2 at a fucking Goodwill, despite what the price tag says on it. But I mainly bought it for one reason. So I bought the 40-year-old version. The Double Your Pleasure version, but I only bought it for this reason. Oh, wait. It's the only reason I bought it. Just so I could get that cover. The only reason I bought it. And I think it has like some features that the other DVD doesn't have. But like other than that, it's the only reason I bought it. Yeah. And sometimes I find the Double Your Pleasure version, but it either doesn't have the slipcover on it, or I've even seen this thing broken. Like it'll be like stuck like this, even though it's closed. It'll be stuck like this, like in between, but it's closed. So like I'll open it and it's not even moving. So I'm just like, fuck. So I finally found one in good condition. Found a Goodwill for $2. I was like, fucking hey, I'm grabbing that one. All right. Let Taylor and Death Punch know they are dead to me. Just side note. They let me down. I'll save that one for a little. I'll put that at the end. But if they're not here, I'm going to have to fucking show it. All right. What time is it? Oh, yeah, shit. We're definitely going to need the backup box. Fuck. I'm almost done. Fuck. Okay, we'll show this. The Beverly Hills Cop Collection. I originally saw part 3 first. So like I never understood all the hate for part 3. To this day, I don't get the hate for part 3. I crack my ass up still at part 3. Fucking quit playing that fucking song. Hector Elizondo in part 3, fucking great. I eventually saw parts 1 and 2. I watched them on VHS, strangely enough. I liked part 1. Part 2, I was just like, okay. Like, you know, I like 3. You know, 3 was like one I grew up with for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I found this at Goodwill for $4 one day. You know, so I was like, all right, I'll fuck with it for $4. I think Jason fell asleep in him. What the fuck is going on? Is there like some fucking like disease going around where it's just making you fuckers fall asleep at like goddamn like 7 o'clock at night? It's 7:30. Death Punch is asleep. 7:30. Fucking Jason like 40-year-old version is about Leo's life. Fucking Jason's like fucking 9 movies behind. All right, I got some rare ones for you here. I got some uncommon shit. Let's do the uncommon shit next. Ah, man, I got some categories down here tonight, man. Let me tell you. Oh, fuck. I just realized. Why did I pick this? Let's just get it out of the way. At first, I was like, oh, yeah, people don't see that on DVD often. And I was like, fuck, Elijah's here. Bitch, last night you said 4 a.m. You're like, I've been up since 4 a.m. It's free comic book day. Now it's 3 a.m. I think you're trying to shit in my ice cream and call it sprinkles. Yeah, the tunnel scene. Yeah, there it is. You know, I was like, I knew it. I was like, fuck, man, he's gonna bring up fucking tunnel scene. Do you know any other scene in that fucking movie? Can you describe any other scene in this movie? Just one. Give me one other scene. One. Doesn't even have to be significant. Just give me one other scene in the movie. Well, you can keep on wishing because I ain't giving you this one. When they get surrounded. All right, I'll give you that one. You win this round. This I think I found at a Goodwill outlet. I think. You know, I remember seeing clips of it on VH1 like years ago. And I think this version of the DVD is rare. I think they released like a newer one. I don't know, sometime in the last 10 years. But Pink Floyd The Wall? I'll be honest with you right now. I only know fucking Brick in the Wall. That's the only thing that I fucking know. Like, if you're like, sing a Pink Floyd song right now that isn't another Brick in the Wall, I'd be like, well, we know where we're going, but we don't know where we. That's the Talking Heads, I know, but fucking, I tried. I tried. I saw it said FYE back in the day. Yeah, I saw like a clip of it on VH1 back in the day. So I'm just like, all right, I think this DVD is not common, you know? So, but yeah, like I said, but I like that song. You know, fucking, all in all, it's just another brick in the wall. Yeah, let's do these two last because they're not easy to come by either. These, I will admit, I kind of excluded like quote unquote bootlegs, but these two I thought were really unique that I wanted to show them off here tonight. I found this website. I can't remember what the website is now. They had good shit at good prices. The problem is it took them like fucking like 3 months. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. It took them like 3 months to deliver the shit. You know? And I understand shit takes time. You got to fucking burn the shit. But look how quickly Joe gets shit out. I can go to Joe's website right now and fucking, you know, I can go to moviesrusa.biz right now and use checkout code artist and save 50% on my purchase. And that shit will get to me in about 7 days right now because his website's backed up. Typically, though, it'd be 3 days. And this motherfucker took 3 months. You know, so like I like his products and everything, but he had these two, and I just had to fucking have them. One is the complete series of that 80s show. Now listen, that 70s show is fucking goated. Okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. That 70s show is goated, regardless of your feelings on Danny Masterson. Yes, he raped women. It's awful. All right? But that doesn't take away that 70s show fucking rocks hard. Now, with that being said, they came out with the spinoff, That 80s Show. And like it fucks so hard. Plus, it has a great cast. It has fucking the dude from Unhappily Ever After, and it has a great stand-up comedian, Margaret Smith, in there. If you've never seen Margaret Smith stand up, go listen to it or find it somewhere because it's phenomenal. Dude, that 80s show was so good. Fucking yes, that 80s show is so good. It's a great. It's not even a true spinoff. Really, they made that 80s show. It has no connection in any way to that 70s show. If you really dive deep and look at it, you know. But they had it, and I was just like, all right, for fucking sloppy second sales. They put their fucking brand on the fucking disc. Sloppy seconds. But it took them like fucking 3 months to fucking deliver. I don't even know if they're still around. You know. And the other one, oh man, reality TV was big. Still kind of is big. Okay? One of my favorite fucking, believe it or not, one of my favorite fucking reality shows ever aired on MTV. Now, I know that's kind of blasphemous to say. Yeah, I gave Joe's side out the other day. Yeah, I responded to it, and you didn't fucking say anything. Because you're like, oh, you can go to Movies R USA, or you can just go to eBay. And I responded to you saying, like, no, you can just go to moviesrusa.biz and use checkout code artist and save 50%. The fuck you talking about, eBay? I was waiting for you to respond to that, but you never did. You know what? Fuck you too, then. I don't need this shit. Anyway, and I know it's kind of blasphemous to say that one of your favorite reality shows was on MTV, but with this one, I loved it. I was there for every fucking episode, man. Every fucking episode that was on TV, I was fucking there, man. And MTV Sphere. Fuck yeah, I'm not the one who's so far away when I feel the snake bite enter my vein. Never am I gonna be here again, and I don't remember why I can. Man, where they go in and do paranormal investigations and not even investigations. They treat it as a contest and shit like that. And it's so fucking good. You watched a few episodes, man. Probably if I ever did like a top 20 like favorite like just straight reality shows like dating contests, all that shit, this is definitely like probably top 5 favorite reality show. All right, we got 2 rare ones here. This one, it took me a long time to remember what this movie was. I remember watching it on TV. I thought it was a pretty good movie. You know, my mom was working at Blockbuster at the time. I called her. I was like, "Hey, do you remember that movie about this and this and that?" And she was just like, "No idea." I was like, "Right on." Took me years to fucking figure it out, but I finally figured it out, and I was like, "I don't have that on DVD. I gotta fucking grab one of them." And I found one on eBay, but I think it's like some weird all-region Korean bootleg or some shit. But I don't give a fuck. It works here. So, Toy Soldiers. With Lou Gossett Jr., Sean Astin, the fucking Adventures in Babysitting Kid, Keith Coogan, that's his name, Keith Coogan. Oh, look who finally shows up. It's Sleepyhead. This motherfucker. Fucking 7 o'clock at night. Motherfucker's sleeping. Jason over here fucking falling asleep and shit. Jason over here fucking, hi, I'm movie fan. I'm watching a video about movies. Oh yeah, I forgot. You two are boyfriends. I forgot. I'm sorry. Stand by your man, Dolly. All right, his last one. Well, not last one, but last for this section, I guess. It's a hard find. Now the funny thing is, I worked at Blockbuster when this came out, and I was gonna buy it when we had it for $9.99. I was gonna buy it one time, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm not gonna buy it. God, that was a big, big, big fucking mistake, because this DVD goes for fucking money now. And they've never re-released it. You figure with all the demand for it, you know the movie company is just, the movie company that's involved is just like, fuck, they see the fucking demand for it. Like, they see this fucking movie going for like sometimes like $60 to $100 on like the fucking black market. You know, people are just like, I'll give you $100 for it. This guy's like, I'll give you a liver. He's like, what the fuck? But I was thankful enough. I had a buddy of mine who he had a Nintendo 64 he was getting rid of, and he sent it to me. And I once tried to make a trade with him for this movie. He was looking for a copy of Transformers the movie, and I happen to have one. So I was like, how about this? I just give you Transformers the movie, and I take this straight up. He's like, I don't know about that. I was like, right on. So he shows a picture of the movie on his fucking Facebook one day. And I was like, why must you taunt me with that movie? He's like, because it's yours. So he sent it with the Nintendo 64, that movie being I have Toy Soldiers. I think I got the same one. It has the red circle in the right corner. I thought it was Spawn. Baby's kids. We don't die, we multiply. And I know Jason hasn't seen this. He hates black people. So nobody for Baby's kids. Please tell me this is a joke. Ah, there it is. Yeah, baby, come on, man. This was a VHS staple. I have a VHS copy of it somewhere. You know, yo, mama's so stupid. I told her it was chilly outside. She went got a bowl. You know, the fucking seatbelt. Fucking. So what's your name? Oh fuck. That's how I watched. Oh yeah. So like this DVD, the fucking not easy to come by. It's like I said, never been re-released. Plus, it comes. Does it come with the? Yeah, it comes with the bonus cartoon, the Itsy Bitsy Spider with Jim Carrey playing the robot and everything. Oh, so good, so good. All right, what time is it? All right, let's get these last ones here. We'll just go through the backup box until we're fucking till time. All right, I brought down a triple pack here because I think one of the movies here gets a bad rap. Triple pack of Wayne's World, Coneheads, and Stuart Saves His Family. Wayne's World, of course, I think classic. Stuart Saves His Family, I think, is better than what most people give it. Coneheads, I think, gets a bad rap, man. People fucking like are like, fuck Coneheads, man. Like as a kid, I would watch fucking Wayne's World all the time, and as I grew up, more and more times I watched it, I would get more and more of the fucking jokes as I grew up. Coneheads, though, man, that's just good old fucking combo pack power. But like whenever you see like worst comedies and like worst Saturday Night Live movies, like Coneheads is always thrown in there. Same with Night at the Roxbury, by the way. I don't understand why people don't fuck with Night at the Roxbury. You know, Coneheads is fucking awesome. Yeah, they even had action figures for this fucking movie, which that blew me away. And also, blink and you miss it, Drew Carey in Coneheads, plus Sinbad. I was just talking about Sinbad earlier. He's in this one too. This is a Blu-ray I forgot to show off earlier, but I actually have the Scream Factory version of The People Under the Stairs, which, speaking of underrated, man, I think that's probably one of Wes Craven's most underrated fucking movies is People Under the Stairs. And I think people are really starting to realize that. I'm starting to see a lot more like movie posts about like, oh man, we don't talk about People Under the Stairs that much because yeah, People Under the Stairs fucks hard. This is one of those like horror, quote unquote, horror movies I could watch as a kid and not get freaked out by. Just having a good time with it. Plus, Ving Rhames is in here. You know, Ving Rhames is fucking awesome. This also has like um, the reversible cover. You can put like the other, but I like the classic one better. The classic sleeve. Okay. We got another combo pack here. We got the Jim Carrey combo pack here. All right. You guys ready for this? Ace Ventura, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask, Yes Man, and Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. That is the first horror movie you rented as and watched multiple times. Conehead, there's a Conehead. There's a. I didn't know there was a comic, but yeah, the pilot cartoon I've been meaning to fucking watch. I will say the only one of these Jim Carrey movies I just cannot fucking watch anymore. As a kid, I could. As a kid, I could watch it, but like as an adult now, I can't fucking watch it anymore. And that's Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. I can't do it anymore. Like I can still get down with Ace Ventura 1, Dumb and Dumber, The Mask. I haven't watched The Mask in a long time, but I'm pretty sure if I popped it on, I'd have a good time. Even Yes Man, I can get into Yes Man, even though it's corny, But there's some fun parts in Yes Man. I really want a Red Bull right now. I'd really like a Red Bull. Let's go get a Red Bull. Like shit like that. I really like, but like I don't know, just something about Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. It just fucking bugs the shit out of me. The only thing I can really remember that could probably still crack me up is when Ace is driving like all recklessly and he's just singing the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang song. And our Chitty Chitty Bang Bang Chitty. Like that still cracks me up. But like everything else, I could really give a shit less. Cable Guy. Yeah, Cable Guy's, I think, underlooked. I have never watched The Truman Show. A lot of his drama movies I have not watched. I haven't watched The Truman Show. I did watch Eternal Sunshine. And I did watch fucking I Love You, Philip Morris. Holy crap. This one actually comes with a story. That's why I picked it out, because I figured I'd be high by the time I'm telling it, which I was right. Dangerous Minds, I actually went and saw in theater. It came out around the same time as Mortal Kombat, and I really wanted to go see Mortal Kombat, and my mom was like, I am not going to see Mortal Kombat. So we were going to the movies one day. She was like, hey, we're going to go to the movies. I'm like, right on. So, so my mom had to stop at a payphone for some reason. You know, she stopped at this payphone to call her boyfriend at the time. They were together like 20 years, but never got married or anything. So she was like, "All right, I just got to call him real quick, and we'll go to the movies." I'm like, "Right on." No, that's a false quote. I wasn't saying right on at the time, but you get what I'm saying. Paraphrasing for the story here. So, um, she's literally on the phone for like, to me, felt like fucking probably 4 hours, you know, but in reality, it was probably like 45 minutes, an hour, you know, and like I am getting restless in the fucking car at this point, because I'm like, what the fuck? You said we're going to the movies, man. Like, what the hell, So finally, she gets off the phone. We go, and I'm like, "Come on, I want to see Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat, come on!" No, I'm not seeing Mortal Kombat. Anyway, this was the movie she took me to. It was Dangerous Minds. I'm like, "Yeah, great, Mom. I'm fucking however old I am. Not age appropriate for this at the time. I know that for damn sure. But I did fucking. I went to the bathroom and I opened the door to Mortal Kombat. And I just looked at it for a second. There was Johnny Cage fighting Scorpion. I was just like, "Oh, that looks awesome!" Payphones, take me back. Oh yeah, the Coolio song. It's a pretty good movie. Plus, it's one of my Hollywood picture collection movies. Okay. This I actually forgot to show earlier. I was actually going to show it earlier. I mainly bought this because it came with like a special, let's just say peripheral, I guess we could say, or a special item. Let's say that. I watched the movie once, thought it was fine. I mean, yeah, it's a well-made movie and everything, but like, I don't know. I guess story-wise, I didn't read the material that it was based off of, so maybe that's why. But Sin City recut. What is it? Recut, extended, and unrated. Plus, it comes with a copy of the graphic novel that it's based off of. I saw the movie, never read the fucking material, but like, I was like, okay, But yeah, here it is. You get a copy of Sin City as well. Comic is awesome. But yeah, like I said, I saw the movie and like I did have like a regular DVD because there was a point in my life where I'm just like, fucking, I just buy whatever. I don't give a fuck. But I had like the single disc one, so I really wanted to upgrade it to this one right here. Man, I picked this one out just for Taylor, Death Punch, and she ain't fucking around tonight, but I had to buy this. There's really no story behind it. I saw it for sale for $250, 8 o'clock. Saw it for sale for $250, and I was like, I have to get it. But fucking Cher, the farewell tour, the fucking come on, man, fucking. If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, come on. Fucking, what am I supposed to do? Where's my collectible Cher thing here? Ah, there it is. Got a collectible Cher perfume here. What am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you? Well, I can't do that. Okay. No turning back. Plus, it's a lenticular type of thing. I don't think it's coming across in camera, but it's like a lenticular cover. But I'm not really into the whole steelbook craze. It's like fucking whatever, man. Yeah, they are a little smaller, more compact, You know, but there was one steelbook that I had to fucking go out and buy. This was the last piece of physical media that I bought from Best Buy. And I think I already have this on Blu-ray. I think Diana sent me a Blu-ray like fucking eons ago. And this is just the Blu-ray. But again, there's like nothing new on here, which I'm like, don't stop. Listen, I'm glad that we're still getting physical releases of shit, but can we stop naming shit like the 25th anniversary edition when you're not adding anything fucking new? Like, this is the exact same fucking Blu-ray as the previous fucking Blu-ray release, just in a new box. You know? Like, that's the shit that's pissing me off now. You know? Like, it's like we can't... Now, it's a real we can't have our cake and eat it too situation. You know? It's like they're just throwing cake and we just have to catch whatever we can. Feel, because like it's either like fucking we either get no physical releases or it's just like we just get what we get. Like I had that I wouldn't say an argument, but I was telling somebody on one of the physical media groups, they're just like, do you collect 4K and why or why not? And I was just like, no, because like most of the movies that they're putting on there, unless you're like Arrow Video, Vinegar Syndrome, Kino Lorber, or whatever, one of those fucking companies, you know, they put a movie on 4K, then they don't put like no features or that. Like, why have all this fucking space on a fucking new media if we're not gonna fucking do it? Like, goddamn, even VHS towards the end of its life was like putting special fucking features on their VHS, whether it be like a making of or a fucking music video. Even they were putting special features on there. You telling me a goddamn 4K disc can't do special features? Are you fucking kidding me? You know? It's just a gimmick for the casuals. This is a hot take, but I have a problem with Alicia Silverstone. She plays the same character in every movie. No, blast from the past. No, I get your point there. No, you know what? No, I'm still going to say blast from the past. The only resemblance I see to fucking Clueless, because Clueless was her big breakout role, so I'm assuming that's what you mean. Every role is the same. The only resemblance from Blast of the Past to Clueless is that, like, she eventually knows that she's in love with the dude, even though she fucking denies it. That's the only thing. Yeah, Batgirl, yeah. Okay, Batgirl, I'll give you Batgirl too. There you go. You see this? This is me poking holes in your logic. All right, the last one here. Is this my Blu-ray or DVD of this? I think this is my DVD of this. Yes, this is my DVD set of this. Okay. So 1 year for my birthday, people were, asking around what I wanted, all that good shit. And this very fancy set of a movie came out. And so, of course, you guys know I have my YouTube wish list and everything. Plus, I have my family's wish list and everything. I don't know who's going to fucking get what. This is how I learned to, like, not put the same fucking item on both lists. Okay? So, I fucking put the Blu-ray version of this movie on my YouTube and my personal list for my birthday. Right? Because I was playing the odds. I didn't think my sister would buy it. Maybe somebody from YouTube would buy it. I played the odds. Okay? Put it on there, right? Diana sends me like this box full of shit for my birthday one year when I lived in Illinois. All right, it was like fucking movies and fucking reprint autographs, all this fucking shit. One of them was the Blu-ray to this fucking movie. So I was like, oh, fucking A, right on. I got it. Cool. Little did I know that my sister actually bought me the same thing, but in DVD. You know? So I have a Blu-ray set and a fucking DVD set of this next one. And this is the DVD set. I think the Blu-ray is actually upstairs too. But the Anchor Bay Battle Royal book set here. I don't know. Seems pretty similar. She doesn't have a wide variety of acting. Yeah. Well, when she signed that big fucking picture deal and her second fucking picture sucked. It's not really a lot, nowhere to go from up. Battle Royale, fucking great movie. I remember reading about, I used to, if you go to the website now, it's still there. I think it goes to Joe Blow /horror though. But there was a website, arrowinthehead.com. And I actually did an interview with the guy who ran the site at the time back in the day. He's actually in Saw too for like a split second. But he did a review of a movie called Battle Royale, and I read this review and I was like, wow, this sounds fucked up. It was like, at the time, it was one of the most fucked up movies I ever heard of. They're fucking putting kids on an island and then they fucking kill each other. Holy fucking shit. That's fucked up. So I emailed him and I was like, hey, I just read your review on Battle Royale. Is this something I can go pick up at like a video store or is this special? He's like, it's special. It's not really in America and everything. Long before this set came out, I'm at a Hot Topic one day and they had a box set. It was like a different one. It was this one. It was 1 and 2 and like a special features disc, $40 at the time. I was just like, fuck. I was like, fuck it, I'm buying it. I got to see this fucking movie, and like, yeah, fucking, it was worth it, Yeah, this is OG Hunger Games right here, When people are like, oh, did you watch the Hunger Games? I was like, yeah, it was called Battle Royale. All right, I'll grab the backup box and we'll just pick from there for the next fucking hour or so. And I'll get another drink because I am fucking thirsty as fuck. They were going to do like an American remake. So I should be thanking fucking Hunger Games because if it wasn't for Hunger Games, we would probably have an American remake by now of Battle Royale. So that's kind of good. And then they were thinking about making a CW show for a while. I'm like, you want to turn Battle Royale, one of the like goriest, like one of the most brutal fucking Japanese films of all time, into a fucking CW show? What fucking... What's the plot gonna be? Like they're stuck on an island and fucking Shua and what is it, Nagasaki are fucking like I can't even think of a fucking joke for it. They're gonna turn it into like some fucking Riverdale teen drama bullshit. Let's get you out of the way. Oh shit, my books are there. Fuck. Let's cover them up. Let's not keep any more reminders on my failure around here. All right, there we go. Oh, I forgot to drink. What do you think about the Blair Witch Project? I mean, I like the movies. So, like, I mean, if they feel like they got to reboot it again, I guess fucking reboot it again, but we'll see. Just like Spirit Airlines' old logo, fly with us, and we'll see. All right, got another box full of stuff here. Yeah, just real quick. Dane Cook CDs, Retaliation, Harmful as Swallowed, good stuff. Don't care what people say, I fuck with Dane Cook. All right, here we go. Dead or Alive. I don't care what people say, this movie fucks hard. Jamie Presley, Devin Aoki, Kevin Nash in here. What else is in here? Oh, fucking Robin Shou was in here for a split second. But I don't know. Oh, you've seen it? Yeah, you would see this fucking movie. At first, I was like, fuck, you've seen this movie? And I was like, and once I thought about it, I was like, yeah, you would see this movie. Oh, you have the games? I see. I never played the games. I only knew the volleyball ones. I'll be honest. Up until when the movie came out, I only knew the volleyball ones. So I'm like, how the fuck are they going to turn this into a movie? Then there's like ninjas and shit. And I'm like, all right, I should do some more research. Turns out it was a fighting game before it was a volleyball game. You know, so I was just like, oh, okay. So then I understood the movie a little bit better. But like, yeah, here's a fun story with this fucking movie. Here's one. So for those of you who don't know, this movie was only released in like 600 fucking theaters. Oh, hey, Jax. This movie was released in only 600 theaters. I went to my theater, my local theater, Tinseltown. Hey. And they had it playing. Okay. But I went and saw something else that week. I don't remember what it was. The next week, when the numbers came out, it made no money. I mean, nothing. You know, I went to that theater the next week, wasn't even there anymore. I was like, damn, man, they got rid of that shit quick. Oh, here's a wrestling one. NWO The Revolution. I've been wanting to watch this movie. I can't tell you for like the last like 15 fucking years, and I still haven't done it. Kate and Leopold with Meg Ryan and Hugh Jackman. Saw it on a Monday. They did $5 nights. Man. I weekendered that movie. Would you have a fucking stroke right now? Right now? What the hell? I weekendered that movie. What the hell was that? Yeah, it's a romantic comedy. It's not your deal, and nobody's, naked. So, never heard of that one. This one right here, I've heard about, never seen, but it's the only movie that was directed, the only like actual movie directed by documentary filmmaker Michael Moore. Remember autocorrect. It auto-corrected to Weekender? What the fuck is Weekender? Death Punch must have got a phone call. Bacon is so good. Okay, but what about the movie? Canadian bacon there, happy. All right. You know, I could have took that one step further. I just want you to know that. I could have been like, but the ham. This I bought because like I remember watching the original. It's a spinoff of a movie. Fuck it, just Bruce and Lloyd Out of Control. It's a spinoff of that Get Smart movie, which I'll be honest, I didn't really fucking dig. The only thing that I dug from it was the orange Sierra Mist that we got out of it. That shit was delicious. But like I never saw this one, so I was like, yeah, fuck, for $1. What was it, $2.50? I think it was like $1.25. I got it for. I don't know. I figured why not. Oh, here's a Deadpool 2. It's just a bare bones one though. Just has like outtakes and Deadpool's fun snack 2. But I don't know which one I like better. I think I really like the first one better, but I like a lot of the jokes in the second one though. And the Kevin Smith movie that I was referring to, that like I don't get it, man. About Justin Long becoming a walrus with Michael Parks and everything. I just couldn't do it, man. Weird would be like a fucking upgrade, man. This was just fucking bizarre, man. You know? I don't know. I mean, the actors in it are good, but I just couldn't do it. Oh, there's another CD in here. What do I got? Revenge of the Telemarketers by Tom Maid. I didn't even know I bought this. Oh, I thought this was a double deep box. Oh, it's not. Okay. All right. Again, this goes in my my OCD collection of if I can get it off the spine here, because I think it's Hollywood, isn't it? Hollywood Pictures or Touchstone. Yeah, there it is. There we go. Whoopi Goldberg and Eddie, which again I only got mainly for my weird obsession for the spine there. Justin Long, best horror movie was Jeepers Creepers. Or Keepers Creepers, but I know what you mean. Jeepers Creepers. Yeah, because Barbarian didn't do it for me. Nothing that guy makes is doing it for me. Barbarian, I watch and I'm just like, what the? Again, to use the same meme, the ending of Barbarian should have just been like cut into Krusty the Clown. Just like, what the hell was that? You know, because like I just didn't get it. Weapons, I didn't even waste my time with. Good for the guy who won the Oscar for that movie. Good for them, or good for her. My bad. And then like Elijah sends me the fucking trailer or teaser trailer for the new Resident Evil, which is directed by the same guy. I'm like, all right. So I watched the trailer and I was just like, yeah, see, this guy just does not do it for me. And Elijah's like, I don't want to make any judgments until the full trailer comes out. Then I see a post that says, the new Resident Evil won't have zombies. It'll have mutants. I was like, see, you already fucked up, Elijah. You know, like I was going to watch a movie called Companion. It sounded pretty good. The plot sounded pretty good. I popped on the trailer and it was like from the maker of Barbarian. I was like, never mind. Never the fuck mind. I don't even want to watch it anymore. You know? Oh, I didn't know I had another wrestling one in here, but Undertaker 15-0. This show only had like 2 seasons of it. I had the first season for ages, and I could never get my hands on the second season. I finally got it. True Calling. True Calling is a show, if you don't know, has Elijah Dushku in it. And what is it? Is it she can touch the dead and go back and change it? Is that it? It's been a long time since I've watched it. Anyway, she can go back and change the fate of somebody dying. I forgot how, though. Whether it's touching them or I don't know, jerking them off. I don't know, whatever. But the first season's great. I've never watched the second one. So I know I have season 1 in a box, like right over here by my art table. So, Team America, World Police. Been a long time since I've watched that one. I actually went and saw that in theaters, and wasn't really too impressed with it. But it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I figured. I do remember the one joke I liked is they put the fucking like the terrible disguise on him, and he's like, "Okay, you know what code to give when you need help, right? Yeah. Well, what is it?" That shit fucking cracked me up and shit. America, fuck yeah. Every time I've come across this in like secondhand stores or some shit, it's always the rated version, you know. So I wanted to find one that was unrated. That was the key. So I finally stumbled across one that was unrated. So I picked it up. The only bad thing, Matt Parker and Trey Stone are not real fans of doing commentary, which you can tell from their mini commentaries on South Park's DVDs, but they didn't do one for this, which kind of sucked. This is an 80s classic, apparently, but I've never watched it. Although I've probably seen every review in the book for it, so I've probably seen the movie in some way, shape, or form. Like The Thing. Yeah, and I've practically seen the movie through reviews. I mean, like, fucking, the dude goes to do the, clear, and fucking his arms get bit off. Fucking. Gabriel Iglesias' stand-up revolution is where he would bring on it, kind of like his version of Premium Blend. He would bring on. He was mainly the host, and he would bring on comics to do like 2-3 minute sets, all that stuff, and some of them were pretty funny. So they had the DVD of like the first season. I think there was only 2 seasons, but they only did 1 season on DVD. So I went ahead and grabbed that because I think I only got this. I think this one was like $1. I think. I don't know. I can't remember. Oh yeah. Well, since I just did Gabriel Iglesias, I also picked up the Fluffy movie, which I remember seeing when it came out on DVD, but I don't know if it was the extended version or not. So I know I didn't have a copy, so I just went ahead and picked one up. I know they're not worth much, but whenever I see the Disney DVDs that me and my sister like, I tend to grab them. So I picked up Oliver and Company and Rescuers Down Under. I didn't know he had a movie. Yeah, it came out. It came out when during that year I was in with the baby mama. Yeah. I'm not a big Oliver and Company fan. My sister is. I like Rescuers Down Under though. I like it better than Rescuers if we're being honest here. This last one here is it's part of a trilogy that I've talked about before. And I'll be honest, I could give a fuck less about the first 2 in the trilogy. No, not Beverly Hills Cop. Because the first one's actually pretty good. But when it came to like the DVD versions of it, some people say like other than like newer ones, this is probably the one you want to have, I think. So I found it. So I went ahead and picked it up. Um, Army of Darkness, the bootleg edition. Really, all night. And those are the two movies that everybody has seen, or the fucking two Disney movies. See, I was like, where was Death Punch earlier when they were not seeing shit? Where, man, I got to go back and look at the box and see. The Muppet movie was one of them. I wasn't too mad about that one. What was the ones that you and Jason were just like, never seen? And I'm like, what the fuck, man? No, hold on. Now I got to know. Because I know one of them was disrespectful. House Guest was one of them. And the other one was... Shit! It wasn't that, but I got to pick that up later. Okay, maybe it was just House Guest. Man, I should have took that upstairs fucking 3 years ago. What broke? I had this big giant wine glass that I used to have on lives, like literally fucking 5 years ago. And yeah, my hand hit it when I brought my hand back so I can make sure my mouth was in vocal region of the microphone. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pick that up before I go upstairs and order my food. All right. All right, the last one's in this box, and we'll just call it. I'm not call it a night. I doesn't turn off the live right away, but we'll be done with media for tonight. But meet Fred. What is this? The Man Called Flintstone. This is a Flintstone movie they did, and I never knew about it. You know, Bruce Campbell is the GOAT. Like I said, that's the only one of those fucking movies I can tolerate. Like, people are like, Evil Dead 2 is like the best movie ever. And I'm just like, listen, if you like it, that's cool. I just don't get it. You know what I mean? It's not a bad movie. I'm not saying it's like, this is a horrible fucking movie. I'm just saying, I don't get what people see in it. You know? Not a big Flintstone fan. Can I ask you a personal question? Were you touched as a child? Hey, motherfucker didn't watch Muppets. He didn't fucking watch. Eh. All right, Jax. I watched half of this on streaming, and I couldn't finish the rest of it for some reason. Not because it wasn't bad. I don't know. I think I lost interest. You know, I used to rent Flintstones like crazy as a kid. See, be more like Death Punch. You know. So, and plus the DVD I know is out of print on this one, so I know it's not easy to come by. So when I came by it, I got it. Fire in the Sky, the biopic about Travis Walton, who was allegedly abducted by aliens in '76. I want to say. I was G.I. Joe, Transformers, He-Man, and Thundercats. You watched it in theater? Yeah. I've been meaning to go back and watch it again, but I just haven't had that urge, you know. It was $2 and I didn't have a copy. Plus, it's been ages since I watched it, but Caddyshack. Whenever I think of Caddyshack now, I always think of the Family Guy joke where it's Brian reading the novelization of Caddyshack, where it's like, no, 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 no. I said, I always think of that now. Oh, I showed y'all the TV show last week. Here's the movie, Nitro Circus, where they do all the fucking crazy stunts on bikes and trucks and fucking all that good shit. But I remember seeing this, and I kind of dug it, But it's been a while since I don't think I've seen this since I lived in Houston. So, here's a classic: Teen Wolf 1 and 2. One is awesome. Never watched two. I watched two one time, and it was just eh. A for effort. You know what I mean? It was like A for effort. You tried so big, you know. The only character they had back from the original was Chubbaruski. That's the only one they had, And it's like, listen, Chubbs was good, but like you can't rely on that character to be like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna watch part two. Plus it was boxing and not basketball in the second one. It's just you tried so big, Rudy. But